Okay, the import tab here on the main menu allows us to import any asset that we want into Vizrt. And it works kind of in conjunction with your server here, so it helps to know where you want to organize the asset that you want to import. So if we click on the import tab here, we're presented with a new interface basically. And you can see that it moves our server tab over here. So let's say we just wanted to create a new folder. I can click a new folder in here or drag it down and guide it to where it wants to go. We'll just name it new folder. And this is where I'm going to put all the new assets that I want to import. On the right hand side, we have an import tab here or import window. And we can come over here and navigate to the particular folder that we want to go to. So we have a drive here. We can access any network drive and or local drive. And I'm going to click on my folder that I want, and then very important that we have to select what we want to import. So first, let's say I just want to import an archive, which is a Vizrt archive, which is in the .via file format. So I'm going to make sure my archives are active. Here I have an archives folder, and here you can see I have a list of archives, and it's .via. So if I click on this, it will actually reveal what is in this archive here, and you can see it down here. Now I could take this whole folder and drag it over into the area and folder that I want, but in this case I just want one or two assets out of this archive. So I'm just going to take that individual asset, which is this little sun icon here, and drag it into that folder. And let's take one more. We'll take this little icon here and drag that into the folder as well. Now it's given us this label G, which stands for a grouped object. So if I come over into my server and click on the G, that is now where these objects are. So if I wanted to import an image, I would come over to the import tab, select my images, and then go into the folder again. Here I have a folder of images, and we can just come in here and again select which image we want. So I can drag this image over here. It shows you the image within the I tab there. And if you just want to keep sliding these over, and if you ever import something that is already in the database, it's going to warn you. So here you can see this image already exists, and we have the option to replace, rename, cancel, replace all, or cancel all. We can just hit replace if we want, and it will replace that object. Now let's say you wanted to drag some fonts in, we would just change it to the fonts, and again we would have to navigate to the folder. So let's say we go into our Windows folder, and now we want to import some fonts. We have a list of fonts here that we can now import and drag over as well. So on the drop down here we have several options. We have fonts, images, geometries, scenes, audio, substances, and archives. So any asset that you create externally for Vizrt, you'll have to use the import tab to get it into Vizrt itself. Now once you go back into the workspace area and out of the import tab, you can see we now have our server and our folders over here, and all the elements that we just imported are now shown within this server folder.